What's up, YouTube? This is Swide from Hebrew Legends. First of all, I just wanted to thank everybody, all the new subs. Thanks for watching, and everybody who watched the lightning video. That's by far the most views I've had on any video, so thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you all recognizing what Hebrew Legends is doing and what we're trying to do with the channel, so it means a lot. Today I've only got a couple war replays for you. We're coming out with a how-to surgical video. I'll be coming out with that with some of my replays, and I'm gonna have Cliff on the channel probably tomorrow with a how-to Laloon video. If you've watched much of the channel at all, you know Cliff's kind of our Laloon specialist, our resident Laloon specialist, I guess, at Hebrew Legends. So we'll have him on and talk about some of the common pitfalls with Laloon attacks these days, especially with the new Air Sweeper update. So be on the lookout for those. In the meantime, I just wanted to bring you guys a couple replays that I hadn't had a chance to show until now, just to kind of fill a gap. The first one is Orel's attack. He's one of the leaders. He's been on the channel before. He's going to do a 4-golem GoHo. He's bringing one in the CC, 20 hogs, and he doesn't even use all those. You'll see what I mean. He uses a portion for something else. And the interesting thing I think of this attack is that he's only bringing 1 heal and 2 rage instead. I've seen Orel's done this attack particularly, and Roy's done some of this stuff before as well, where you bring a pack of hogs at the end and you save 2 heals for them. One kind of right in there, you know, pathing over a giant bomb spot or something, and another kind of near the end just to make sure they get through. But in this case, he's only bringing 1, which is kind of interesting, actually. And you can see he's bringing a couple giants who will tank for different sets of hogs throughout the raid. So let me play this, just show it for you guys. He's going to start from the south. It's not a great base. It's not a bad base by any means. Not a great base. 4 golems, a couple wall breakers let him in. He's even got a giant in there from his CC. No real funnel here yet, which is interesting. There they go right now. But giant goes down and then a few hogs. And this is kind of a clever thing. I'm not sure I would have noticed to do this. But he's taking out these archer towers with a giant and 2 hogs each, because he's basically trying to create a funnel for his golems. He wants to make sure that they head in to this expo and then eventually into these inferno towers. If these archer towers were still here, they would be wandering all the way around and then just taking forever, and at that point his heroes would be taking a lot of fire. Great heads up play. I don't think I would have done that. I don't think I would have known to do that necessarily. But, you know, his hogs are even helping on this cannon here, which is pretty cool. So he's going to rage him and jump him in at the same time. King is going to take care of King, and he's even going to come all the way around and take care of the Queen, I think. Nope, his Queen takes care of... No, she doesn't. Man, the new Queen aggro is crazy. His Queen just wandered around for a couple minutes waiting for the enemy Queen, just seeing what she was going to do. But you can see these golems got over here, taking care of the Inferno. The King locks onto the second one here. Couple giants went down up at the top, and here come the hogs. And he's doing just a bit of an Asian wall up top. Hits a giant bomb there, but is really patient on this heal spell and drops it right as they all kind of converge back into the center. Maybe it was a little misplaced. He could have done it just here, a little lower, and that may have healed more of them, but I think they actually ended up all coming out pretty much full health, so I can't complain too much. His Queen just went down over here. So he's got these 2 defenses left, which when I was watching this live, I did not notice. So I was like, why are you... Whoops. I was like, why are you dropping cleanup troops over here? Your hogs have just ended over here. But he obviously saw that he still had stuff left over here, and Knew that his hogs were going to end here and then wrap around and come in. So, good heads-up play by Orel. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. It's just a cleanup. After watching the Red Line and EWCA war and some of the beautiful Town Hall 10 GoHos that were happening, I have a lot of hope for Town Hall 10 3-stars. You know, Air Sweeper was a huge buff. In the new Hero Aggro was a huge buff for Town Hall 10, Laloon, and I know our Town Hall 10s at least are having some trouble trying to figure out how to adapt to that. But seeing more and more hog attempts because there's kind of less leeway there, less room for error. So great attack, Orel. Keeping up with the times, I guess. I wanted to show one more attack. It's not actually from this war, though. It's from a previous war, and I recorded it. And it's David. And it's kind of a similar attack from a Town Hall 9 perspective. You know, Orel treated the Town Hall 10 he attacked essentially like a southern teaser, coming in from the south with a number of golems, a bit of a kill squad and his heroes, with some spells just to push him into the opponent's heroes, into the core, to trip the giant bombs that were there and whatever, and to deal, in Orel's case, with the Infernos. David's going to do the exact same thing. There's a lot of open space here for giant bombs, and he doesn't want to deal with it. There's even space up here for giant bombs. So what he does, and I'll play it for you here, is he is just going to bring, you know, 3 golems in this case, with 16 hogs, and he does something very similar to Orel. He'll put 3 golems down here and just lines up some wizards behind him. The king goes down pretty early. I may have waited on that. You'll see the opponent's clan castle's really going to shred him. Yeah, that's my one critique. I may have waited. But as soon as these cannons were targeting things, he drops in a couple hogs. Sadly, they weren't actually targeting the golems, just some skellies. So this hog gets this cannon, but that one doesn't. And if you saw there, you know, Loons came out of the CC and just put his king down. And that's why you wait on your king a little bit. Wait so it targets the golems rather than your king, just in case something like that happens. The remainder of his hogs go in on each side. No Asian wall this time, just, you know, straight hogs. Core Teslas. This was a first attack, so we didn't really know where giant bombs and stuff were. So in hindsight, he probably could have Asian walled and it would have been fine, but he didn't want to risk his hogs moving through at the same kind of pace and then all ending up on a couple giant bombs. So he wasn't sure and he played it safe, and that's a smart move sometimes. Yeah, you can see Wizzy's cleaning up. I mean, he's got Wizzies everywhere. Both two out of 3 witches still up, I guess. A Golemite, hogs running around. Queen is full health. I mean, shreds the base. And that's a lot of what, you know, Town Hall 10 GoHo, I think, is going to come to. A lot of that, you know, enter in on one side with 4, sometimes 5. I mean, you know, Reddit troopers, I think Hulk had a video with Raisin Smuggler doing 7 golems, but bringing a ton of tank and then just allowing a small, very select group of hogs to do the work on the back end. Good attacks, David and Orel. Nice job, guys. That's all I have for everybody. I'll have a couple other videos tomorrow and the next day, those how-tos, so be on the lookout for those. But until then, this is Swide from Hebrew Legends. You guys have a good one.